Today, I'll show you how to zoom in and out in TradingView. Before we begin, there's one important thing to understand. TradingView gives you more than one way to zoom. You can zoom with keyboard shortcuts, with on-screen chart controls, and on touch devices. TradingView can also show zoom buttons at the bottom of the chart. TradingView's Shortcuts page lists Ctrl plus up arrow for zooming in and Ctrl plus down arrow for zooming out. Let's start with the easiest method on desktop. Open your chart in TradingView and use the chart controls or shortcuts. If you want a quick keyboard method, press Ctrl plus up arrow to zoom in and Ctrl plus down arrow to zoom out. TradingView lists these as the standard zoom shortcuts. Now, if you prefer on-screen controls, TradingView says there are navigation buttons at the bottom of the chart. These buttons help you zoom in, zoom out, scroll left, scroll right, or reset the chart view. So if you don't want to remember shortcuts, the bottom chart controls are the simplest visual option. If you're using a touch device, TradingView's charting documentation says touch layouts can show zoom and move buttons at the bottom of the chart. These appear when the time scale is pressed if that option is enabled. That gives phone and tablet users a more direct way to zoom without relying only on gestures. There's also one more useful setting to remember. If your chart looks squeezed or oddly scaled after zooming, TradingView says you can turn on Autoscale using the Auto button on the price scale. That adjusts the chart data to fit the screen more cleanly. If you use a multi-chart layout, TradingView also notes that each chart has its own zoom and scroll controls. So if one chart looks different from the others, make sure you're adjusting the correct chart window. So in simple terms, use Ctrl plus up arrow to zoom in, Ctrl plus down arrow to zoom out, or use the zoom buttons at the bottom of the chart. And if the chart looks off afterward, turn on Autoscale to fit the data back to the screen. And that's how to zoom in and out in TradingView. Hope the tutorial was helpful. Subscribe to my channel and see you in the next video.